And we're live. Hello, people. I'm so happy to meet you today. My name is Nathalie Bagade, and I'm your host today. Today is a great, great event. So we are going to welcome the star of the day because there's no need to wait any longer. Here she is, Jennifer Greenblair. Hello, Jennifer. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. How are you?
Oh, I'm sure I'm not as excited as you must be.
I'm very excited. That's for sure.
You are the author. You see this great banner I made for you. You are the author of a book which is launching today, and we're very, very happy with it. I read it, so I can really recommend it and not just, act like it's a great book. I read it and I really warmly recommend it. Book it now. Pay for it now. Okay, on Amazon, on any. Is there other platforms? Where can they get it?
They can pretty much get it anywhere. Ingram Sparks and so on. Everyone's got it. Barnes and Noble. It's out there. It's out there. But Amazon is having a special right now with the launch, so that the Kindle ebook version is definitely at its lowest right now. So if anyone's interested in purchasing that, it's a great time. It's a great time to get a gift for holidays.
Yeah. Cool. It's really cool. So please, people, I see we have some guests who already left a message, so we're going to read them. So if you're here, if you're connected, please leave your message so we can see them and broadcast them on screen and know you're here with us and with Jennifer for her big, big day. So who's here already? We have Tammy.
Hello.
And we have our common friend, Claire. Hello, Claire, busy Queen Bee.
Hello, bonjour.
And now that's a friend of mine who is meeting you for the first time, Carole Bozor.
Bonjour, Carole. So nice to meet
Jennifer
you.
looks lovely too. Have you seen the nice setup she has? Wonderful. I love. Is that a painting?
It is. It's a copy of a Monet. It's of a famous painting. Yes, yes. I love art. So yes.
In French, it's called Nénuphar. Nymphéa.
Yeah.
I
Voilà.
don't know how. Yeah, that's the same in English?
It's. I'm not sure. It doesn't sound like an English term, but
Yeah.
I'm sure somewhere in there it is. Yeah.
Yes. So people, just to let you know, I'm French, so please excuse my accent because sometimes, English is not my native language. And Jennifer is talking to you, of course, from Canada, Ontario. So how's the weather like today in Ontario?
It's a little gloomy today, but that's okay. We're having so much fun. I don't even notice.
Exactly, the sun is in your heart. And we have Tony. So Carol is disappointed she doesn't have a Barnes and Noble here. You have a hi from Tigenda. And Miranda sends a heart.
Aw, thank you. Thank you all.
Oh,
So
yes,
exciting.
amazing price on Amazon. And I think maybe we shouldn't wait to tell them about the special thing you had in mind, because you didn't just write a great book, and I'm going to show the other comments in a minute. Don't worry, people, we won't forget you. But you didn't just write an amazing book. Jenny, I've learned to know you over the months now because we've been working together to prepare for this event for months. And I know how great your heart is. And you just didn't write an amazing book. You also wanted to make a special donation today. So can you tell us what you decided to do?
Sure. I'm going to a certain percentage of the 20% of whatever earnings we make today. I am going to be donating to the World Canada. Oh my gosh, World Vision Canada, which is a great program, charity that helps kids and people around the world. So it's a great humanitarian service that helps in various ways to help communities in need. So I'm really excited because that's part of what I do. I've initiated a program called the Global Green Action Project, and that means we take action through community and we make the world a better place. So that's one of the ways I'm doing that. So I'm excited.
Thank you so much. Congratulations for this amazing present. So please, people, if you buy the book today, and I'm going to show you a link in a moment, if you buy the book today, 20% of all the proceedings will go to World Vision Canada. So that's a great cause to help too. And you have an amazing book at the same time. Isn't that perfect? So where is my link? Here. I'm going to put away this banner, which is too big now. And let's welcome some more of your guests, the people who are watching. So you can watch us from YouTube, or you can watch us from Facebook. And I see that on Facebook you already got a little heart. Okay, so that's lovely to get hearts. So if you're on YouTube, you can replace hearts by little thumbs up. That's always cool to get. Okay. So you have Natalie, who says, "Hi, Natalie and Jennifer."
Sure.
That's really nice to see you here, Natalie. And Claire wants to show off, and she says, "Bonsoir."
Bonsoir, oui, c'est vrai. It would be nighttime where you are.
Hi, Madame Green.
Bonjour. Oh, that might be some of the students that I know.
Jennifer, let's have some our Thursday night group. So great to be here to celebrate your book lunch. Yes, that's a great time. Oh, we have a special guest who is at two places at the same time. She's in the studio and she's on YouTube as well. She's multitasking. We're going to welcome her soon. Then we have Tammy, who said, "I just checked Carol. It's in Indigo too." Okay, perfect. But I think Carol is living in France, and we don't get Indigos in France. But Amazon, we get. They deliver everywhere.
This is a great cultural experience. I'm so excited because this is global and everyone gets to have an opportunity to meet each other from all different parts of the world. It's part of community. I'm so excited.
Oh, you have a bonjour, mon ami.
Bonjour.
Tammy loves putting hearts everywhere. She's a great person. I don't know her, but I know her hearts. Yes, Carol comments on that too. I was sure. Super. Does the donation to World Vision apply to purchase any donations? Of course.
Sorry. I lost you there for a minute there. Okay.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, the question was, does the donation to World Vision apply to purchases from any location? Of course. Mm-hmm. I want to say.
Mm-hmm. Yes, yes. It's global.
Oh, a lovely comment. Oh, Amazon donation. Sorry, I said of course, but Amazon brings. I mean, it carries for any countries. You can buy on Amazon from any country, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Does that count? That's the question.
It does count. Yes. So from anywhere you can go through Amazon. It's the best way to get that special that's going on for the launch as well. So yeah.
Perfect. That's the question. This is Shirit. Thank you for the surprise. It was so nice of you. Oh, we want to know what the surprise was, no?
Sirit is one of the lovely children who has put a testimonial in the back of the book. So if you look at the back of my book, if you purchase it, you'll see some wonderful, wonderful comments from children about mindfulness and what they think of the story. And Sirit is one of my wonderful students that was able to contribute her thoughts. So yes, her name is in the book.
So Jennifer, can you tell me more about the book? What is it about? What's the story? What is it for?
Well, it's a wonderful magical journey about Gwendoline and her friends, and they take us on a journey to help us learn how to be more mindful throughout our day, and it helps us better manage and help better manage our day, and if we're not feeling so good, and helps us let stress disappear. It's a wonderful way for us to find the tools that we need to be more mindful and more positive throughout our day when we might not be feeling quite so good. Yeah.
Yes. And how can they do that? What's the magical trick?
So in the book, there are several strategies. It's actually like a mini lesson put in a fairy tale. And so as you go through the journey, as a parent or guardian goes through the journey with the child, it could be an educator as well. It's great in a classroom. What happens is you're saying this wonderful rhythmical story, but along the way, you're actually doing activities so that you're engaged. There are actual question prompts that allow proper communication to occur so that you can help help a child understand the words that come with the feelings of being stressed, and so that they can associate the words with how they're feeling to help them better communicate when they need help and they're looking for help from an adult. So there's that piece. And then there's also activities in the book to help us practice, because practice is key. When we practice how to be mindful and we know the tools and the tricks and we do them regularly, that's when we get the best benefit. So that's what the book's about.
And then we can react when we are stressed, because the habit has already been set. So that's really, really interesting. That's what I liked. And later on, I'm going to tell you which moment I preferred in your book, but it's not for now. Okay, we're going to let some suspense. Now, some more comments you have. Peter Cunningham, thanks for having me. I was on my other account, and he asks a question. What would you say is the age level for the book?
Well, that's a great question. 7 to about 11 years of age is usually a good range. I've actually read it to older kids, and they've actually liked reading the story to their siblings. So it's interesting. The older kids are using it as a tool so that they can be a teacher and an educator for younger children. So it's but it's geared for 7 to 11-year-olds, ideally. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, perfect. You have a thumbs up, and yay. It's a hello. So people keep commenting, asking questions. This is your time with Jennifer. She's here. She has some great surprises. She has some guests waiting to talk in a few minutes. She has prepared many surprises for you. But, nothing is better than interacting. And she's here to interact with you, to answer your questions, to see you are sharing her enthusiasm at this book. You are already more than 25 connected. I can't really tell. It depends on the network. It depends on YouTube. 26 now. It's coming up slowly. So you were more than 60, I think, to register for this event. Yeah, that was cool.
Wonderful.
Yes, it's wonderful. So really show us your love. Show that you're here for Jennifer in the comments below. So you have an interaction with people. Peter Cunningham means the world to me. Okay, they connect to each other, apparently. So that's fine. Works well for step boys and primary junior. Okay.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yes. That's a good point. Yeah.
There's another question here. What subjects can your book tie into? From Jim. Hello, Jim.
Hi, Jim. That's a great question. What subjects can my book tie into? Well, mindfulness is something that we can use in any subject. So these strategies can be implemented. As my background as an educator, I actually implement these strategies in a classroom. So with any subject you teach, you can actually take these tips and tricks and integrate them throughout your day. And the kids are absorbed in this wonderful environment of mindfulness practice and the strategies of breathing. And there's so much more involved with it. So using the tools in this book will allow you to incorporate it pretty much in any subject. It's a very creative way of using these tricks and tips, and it's amazing how it can help children. I've seen incredible power in it in such a short period of time. So yes, it can help with pretty much anything you do. Yeah.
I agree with that, as I read it myself, and I practice breathing a lot, and it's always calming, relaxing, and it allows you to deal with whatever's been thrown your way. So you have a very enthusiastic comment I love from Liz. I'm so proud of you, my friend. And she adds that you are a very talented and phenomenal woman. Yes, that's lovely. So apparently you're 17 on YouTube. So the others are on Facebook, because I have the total count. So yes, that's nice. Hi, say Jim to my hi. Do you think your book is understandable and adapted for ESL, English as a student, as a foreign language, second language, 10-year-old kids? And I can answer that if you want.
Please do.
Because I used to be an English teacher myself, and I think it would be perfect for 10-year-olds because it is a clear language. It is adapted, and it wants to bring you to a magical world, the world, Gwendoline's world, the world of a dragon, but also the English world, the world, a language you don't speak very well for the English as a second language pupils. So I think that would work very well indeed, Natalie. Oh, I've
Thank
lost you for a moment. Have you lost me?
No, I'm still here. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So Jim, thanks you for the answer to his question. We have a guest lined up who hasn't shown up yet, but there's another one in. Shall we welcome the second one instead of the first? Would that be all right?
Sure, absolutely. Yes.
Perfect. So he is. Okay, let's talk about that a bit more. Okay, everybody knows that the author is important. Okay, as the writer, of course, has created a book, but the illustrator is also very, very important because it puts into images the ideas of the writer, and children will love. They really will love Bemmy's images, illustrations. So I'm going to introduce you now to the illustrator, Bemmygail, and let's give her a round of applause. Here she comes. Hello, Bemmy.
Good day.
I ask you the permission to ask you a question everybody wants to ask you. How old are you? You look so young.
Thank you. I'm 29 years old.
I wanted to know the secret, the secret for looking so young and radiant. And I think maybe it's drawing.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Well, I just love sleeping.
No,
I just
good.
and my life is stress free.
Oh, I love that your life is stress-free. That's wonderful. And can you tell people where you're from? Because here we have an international meeting today, thanks to the technology and StreamYard and streaming. So where are you from? Where are you talking to us?
I'm in the Philippines right now, and it's 3 a.m. in the morning.
Oh my God, 3 a.m. You should be
Yeah.
to bed now.
It's okay. I go. I'm on night shift sometimes.
Okay. And so how did you two meet?
Well, I found Bemmy through my research when I was writing my book, and I was looking for a wonderful illustrator with a vision such as mine and following the same goals and mission that I have. And Bemmygail has a mission to help children around the world live a more resilient life, just like I do. And she and I connected, and we're kindred spirits. And she can see the pictures that I have in my head that I describe, and she's able to draw what I see in my head. So I'm just so incredibly grateful that we work so well together.
The result is really perfect. And what did you like best to draw, Bemmy?
What I like best to draw are the characters, the imagination of the author, the characters that are so unique. I enjoyed everything about the characters.
But you told me that, of course, you enjoyed drawing the characters, but there is something you really like doing first. And what is it?
Yeah, it's the background, the landscape, the sky, and the seascape landscape, because I think they're easy for me because we see it. We usually see it.
Okay. Somebody's knocking on the door. And I'm going to show you one illustration from the book. Of course, there are many. This is not just one, but that's one of my favorites. So hold on. Here it is. And can you see it now? Oh, no, you can't. Hold on. Of course, during the rehearsal, it worked perfectly well, didn't it? Now, can you see it?
There we are.
So, as you can see, I love the colors. I love the simplicity of the drawings, but at the same time, very detailed. And I love these spots. Can you comment upon these spots, Jennifer? What are they?
The spots?
Yes, the round. What does it represent? What does it mean?
So in the book there are Gwendoline mindfulness moments. So again, part of the story is that you're taken onto these different activities, and there are moments where you take pause and you are able to do an activity again to integrate mindfulness and breath work throughout your story, throughout your activities. And that is a Gwendoline mindfulness moment, and it guides you through on what you need to do. And in this particular case, it asks you to take your finger onto our wonderful bumblebee, and you take a deep breath in. And then as you go down, you breathe out.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, simple, but as we do it and we repeat it, we start to integrate the wonderful benefits of breath in our day.
And that is lovely. I really loved that kind of moments throughout the book where you would pause. And the drawings, the illustrations, Bemmy's illustrations would help us do that and look at the landscape, look at the wonderful little spot around. So congratulations, Bemmy, for this great work.
Thank you.
And I'm sure that's not just the only project you have together, is it?
Sorry?
No.
Don't you have another project together? I'm doing. That's a surprise. Am I saying something I shouldn't say about the coloring?
I think Bemmy's trying to be respectful. It is a surprise. It's my second book. She's in the middle of finishing my second book that will be out shortly. Yeah. So that's exciting.
That is really exciting because it is again collaboration, and I love that the fact that you haven't just worked on one book. You are going to work again together, and that's really that shows the link you created, both of you, around this amazing Gwendoline. Congratulations, Bemmy. Do you want to add a last word or to tell something in particular to Jennifer?
Yeah. Congratulations, Jennifer. I'm sure that the book will touch many kids, will influence many kids, and they will enjoy it. Congratulations once again.
Thank you. Well, you helped me make it happen with your beautiful talent and artwork and such a beautiful heart. And I'm so blessed to know you and work with you. Thank you, Bemmygail. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us, Bemmygail. And now you can go to so we rest well. Bye-bye.
Rest well. Bye-bye.
See you soon.
So we had a lot of comments during Bemmygail's interview. So let's see what they had to ask you to say, etc. Oh my God, where did I stop?
I'm trying to keep up too. I'm reading.
That's a lot. So yes, that's where I stopped. So hello from Yves.
Hello, bonjour. Hello.
Elizabeth. Oh, great time to bring this book to fruition for kids during this stressful time. Oh, yes. Do you have the same stressful times too in Canada?
Yes. And that's one of the reasons I wanted it out right now. Definitely to help support children and parents and families and educators. More now than ever, we need to be knowing these kinds of strategies so that we can get through the challenging times and come out more positive, more resilient, and more just have a happier life. And we can do this. We can do this in community. So this is one of my ways to help serve others and help serve our children. So yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Okay. And I have other comments. Hold on. Here they are. Yes, Carol is keeping the count for us. She says 22 now on YouTube, and I have 32 overall. So you're more also on Facebook. So it's cool to have you both, and you have 4 hearts now. So it's perfect.
I'm glad everyone's able to see. Yes, because it's interesting to see the different platforms, which one people prefer or works. Yeah.
So you commented.
Oh, hello. Okay.
Somebody from your team must have commented. I didn't do it. And,
I think that's because I did actually add it in earlier. I guess that's a while ago.
Yes, okay. That just popped out now. Welcome, Bemmygail. Everybody who said welcome and sent hearts. Oh, cool. The illustrator of the book. That's so cool. Yes. Actually, it's always cool when you can team up with somebody that really understands you. And we could feel this spirit between the two of you. There was a question. Yes, could you show us an inside page? Hey, that's what I did. We anticipated your question.
There you go.
You have congratulations from Jenny. That's lovely. Oh, a big, big comment. Meant my stepboys, there are 9 and 11. That's what I meant. Jennifer, do you think there is a lack of children's stories, messages like your book includes mindfulness? For example, the idea of implementing proper messages.
That touch. I'm sorry, just reading the rest.
I wanted to see your face, so I'm going to read the rest. Okay.
Okay, sure.
Have you seen any outcomes of improvement in mental health from including functional life behaviors like mindfulness?
Oh, great questions, for sure. Any age can benefit from mindfulness. So if you're concerned about an age group 9 to 11, you're indicating stepchildren at that age group. Mindfulness can be used at any age. You'll get instant results. The more you practice, the better the results will be. There is scientific evidence, surmountable evidence. As time continues, it's getting bigger and bigger, about the benefits of how it helps increase compassion in a person's life, and compassion and empathy. And if we can increase our levels of compassion and empathy, we can make this world a better place. That means there's less violence in the world. That means that we can create a more peaceful, resilient life internally, as well as in our local and global communities. That's how powerful mindfulness is. That's how powerful these simplistic tools can be if we integrate them on a regular basis in our lives. So I'm on a mission to show people it's not hard to do, and it will give you huge benefits to make you feel better, help your community be a better place. So we can do this.
Yes, I think it was the Dalai Lama who said that if everybody was taught meditation during his or her youth, then there would be no more wars within one generation.
Yeah. Isn't that incredible?
That would be lovely. So practice today. Practice today. We're going to read 2 or 3 more comments, and then we're going to welcome our next guest, who is hiding in the studio backstage. So go, Jennifer. Amazing. What an awesome collaboration, you and Bemmy. Thank you, Miranda, for commenting. And cheering for the book. Congratulations once again, Jennifer. And as you can see, Bemmy commented from our YouTube channel. So don't hesitate to go and visit Bemmy after this event, because I'm sure you will find many interesting videos there. And Pete is really, really talkative. Facebook is running smoother. Oh, maybe. Yes. It depends on your network. I'm loving the message and idea of implementation of lagging skills children appear to have. Mindfulness, compassion, empathy. Beautiful job. Yes. We agree. We're on the same page. So I'm going to find, my introduction to our next guest, who is Gillian Henshal. She's an educator and a declutter expert, and I'm dying to meet her. Welcome, Gillian.
Hi.
Hello. You're on me now.
How are you?
I'm fine, and you?
Oh, this is good. This is a really special treat for me, actually, because I haven't seen Jen for a long time. So it's nice just to get to see her too for a minute.
So how did you two meet? What's the story between you two?
Jen came to teach at my school, so that was great. She came to be the French teacher at my school, and I've been there for many years. And I also speak French. I learned it in school from when I was very young. So I don't know. We just sort of hit it off almost right away, didn't we?
It shows. And why were you asked today to comment on the book? I think that's because you're kind of an expert, right?
Well, having now taught for almost 20 years, I can't believe I can say that now, but it's true. I definitely know that everything that Jen's talking about in the book and trying to show to kids in a really fun way is so important. Not just this year, but really any year. it's in a way it's sort of sad to think of, but kids do experience a lot of stress, whether it's because of school or because of things that are happening outside of school. And a lot of times they don't know how to deal with their feelings and emotions, right? So having a book like this is great because it's a really accessible way to, especially as a teacher, right? I find having a book to sort of start a lesson with or something you want to talk about is really useful. So this is going to be great to have, as part of your classroom library to use all the time.
Yeah, so you recommend classes, schools to buy it and to have it in their own library?
Oh, absolutely. And I mean, I know it's something, well, obviously I haven't had the copy of the book till now, but, it's something that I do try and do with my classes because, it depends, right? Sometimes it's good to do before test, right? Get them in a nice, calm, centered place before they start. Or, sometimes you have a particular activity in mind and they come in from recess and they're all, all jazzed up because they've been running around and whatever. So it's a really great thing to be able to say, hey guys, we're going to take a little mindful moment here and think about our breath and get ourselves to be in a much calmer, more centered place. So we're actually ready to learn, right?
So Jennifer, is there a question you would like to ask Gillian, or you would like our viewers to know about Gillian?
Well, Gillian is, she and I have had plenty of discussions in the past before I was even writing the book, and the strategies we've discussed a lot of the strategies that I use in the class, and I know that she's integrated them into her class and seen some great results as well. So, which is kind of what she was alluding to or saying earlier. So, yeah, again, powerful stuff, isn't it, Gillian? It's very, very quick and easy if you want to make it, and it still gives you great, great results. Parents can use this in their own homes. So beneficial for home too, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is not restricted to the class area. It's also beneficial at home for families.
Yeah. And I know I always, especially when I know that this is a new thing for kids, whenever we do take a moment, to do some mindful breathing or whatever, I always try and make a point of afterwards asking them, so how do you feel now that you've done it, right? To sort of hopefully make them a little bit more conscious of. And, most of the time they do say, oh, I feel so much better now. I feel calmer. I feel relaxed. And, but they need to also have that moment of awareness of, hey, this really does benefit me, And the other beautiful part is, especially in class or wherever, it doesn't have to take an hour, right? It can literally be as short as a minute, and you can see a benefit out of it for sure. So it's great.
Yeah. Yeah. That's how fast it is.
Okay,
that's how fast it can be.
We're having some questions, and especially one for you, Gillian. So I'm going to read others after. But right now, since we have you, Gillian, where can we see some of your strategies regarding declutter? I need help. And the only one.
Well, where can you see them? I mean, to be totally honest, right at the moment, I don't have them up anywhere particularly. I've started, I have a little Instagram page where some of that stuff is going to go. It's that Instagram handle is called Elephant and Rider. It's all
Elephant and Rider?
Elephant and Rider. It's all one word. So that's up on Instagram. And in terms of a strategy for decluttering, I mean, there's a bunch of different ways you can approach it. Thinking about kids in particular, since that's sort of one of our main focus today, is I think with kids especially, it's really good to break things down into small groups and categories. So I know I had a friend actually who called me and said, oh my gosh, our toy room is a big, huge disaster and you don't even know where to start. And I'm trying to say to my child, go clean up the toy room. And he doesn't. And I said, well, yeah, he's overwhelmed, right? It's too much to just say, go clean it, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's too big a concept, so they get overwhelmed and shut down. So what I said to her was, instead of saying go clean the toy room, I said, go organize the cars, right?
Yeah.
So just do cars, right?
Yes.
Or just do the books, or just do the puzzles, but sort of break it up into categories and chunks. And I find, especially with kids, that's really helpful, because then they can do a piece at a time instead of
Yes.
trying to think, oh, I have to do all of this now. Like, oh, that's too much, right? That helps a lot.
That's great advice. Thank you so much. So let's go back to, if you have a few minutes with us, we can watch the other comments together. And one question, I'm afraid, Jennifer, you've just finished writing your book, and already there's a request for more. Will you offer the book in other languages? And she's not the only one asking, because Tammy says, great question. I know many other French teachers are truly hoping for a French version.
I think that's a wonderful question. That's my next mission, actually. Having also being a language teacher and teaching language and ESL. So I teach the Français and as well as ESL, and as part of my other expertise. And yes, there's definitely a need for this book in all kinds of languages. Everyone needs it. And so I'm working on that. Because there's poetry in the book, I have to finesse it. It's not quite the same when you change it in a different language. So it takes a bit more finessing. So that might take a little bit longer, but yes, that is my goal, to bring it into French.
That's great news. Thank you so much for this answer. Is there a last question I wanted to ask you? Let me check. Yes. Would you say that in your book, Jennifer, there are ways to relieve the stress? And do you think stress can occur because of our homes being cluttered, being messy? Do you think there's a parallel between that?
Oh, you got blocked out. I lost the last bit. Sorry.
Oh my! Can you see me?
You're back. Yeah, you're back.
You very well, so I didn't see what happened. Yes, I was asking about the link between our homes being cluttered, messy, and stress. And can your book address that as well?
Yes. Yes, that's a great question. My book, my book deals with mindfulness and breath, and that's the main focus. But I've also, we'll talk about this a little bit later, but I've also, mindfulness is in everything that you do. And decluttering the mind, if you have a lot of busy thoughts, and we call that the monkey brain when we talk about yoga and mindfulness practice, if you clear out that, then you have focus, and it feels better. You feel better. Your life is better. It's the same thing with your environment. And so, yes, decluttering the mind, decluttering your physical space is integral in helping you have a more resilient life. And that's why our wonderful guest today here can speak to that a little bit more. And we're going to have her actually at our summit next week to talk a little bit more on that, to help you declutter your physical space.
Perfect. So we'll talk about that in a few moments. Don't worry, that's going to be interesting. But before that, we have a prize to launch and some more comments to read. So yes, people, there's going to be a prize, and actually 2 prizes, and the first one is going to come in a few minutes. But before that, we have to relieve Gillian Henshal from our studio, to let her go. You can, of course, comment on YouTube if you want to, or on Facebook if you want. Gillian, you're very welcome. Do you want to say a few last words?
Well, yeah, just I think exactly what Jen was just mentioning, with the having your own space be very cluttered. And I think that's a big part of, when I do try and help people with their space, is to be really mindful of what you really want to keep in your space and what you don't, because, we tend to just have a lot of stuff, and sometimes we even forget, right? That's what happens when you pull stuff out of a closet or something. You go, oh my gosh, I totally even forgot that was there. So I think the mindfulness piece when you're looking at your personal space is super important. And yeah, really focusing on what are the things that I love, what are the things that I really am using all the time, and all the rest of it is just taking up space, and your home should be your living space, not a storage space, right? Is a great way to think about it. So
it's really lovely.
yeah, if you can sort of take that perspective as you go through your stuff, it helps a lot.
Perfect. So thank you very much, Gillian, for your testimony here. It was really nice meeting you. And as you see, it's a great, great moment when you experience launching your book. So I really suggest you start working on yours.
Yes, that is on my list of things to do for sure. And
okay, so we'll see that in 2021.
Great.
Thank you, Gillian. Bye-bye.
Thanks for being here today.
Bye.
See you soon. Bye-bye.
Oh, she was a lovely person to have. Let me stop her here. Where is it? Banner. Yes, that's here. And we have many, many, many more comments and questions. So here you are. And because some of them are really big. So Miranda says so true, and she echoes the fact that the world can use more compassion, empathy, and understanding. And then you have Sandy, who is thanking you for putting this together and writing this beautiful book. I'm so grateful that you are helping to change the world through mindfulness and helping parents, educator, and our future generations. Sending you much love and support. You have great, wonderful people in this audience. Then Tammy, yes, no, I already commented on that about the French version. Then Jennifer, I will share this with my pre-service teachers.
Oh, super, super, super. Thank you. Yeah.
Did you want to react on something I showed before?
No, I thought you were making a comment because I actually put another comment chat in there saying thank you again to the people. I thought you were bringing mine up again. Same name, Jen.
No, no, I'm a professional.
I know you are.
Then Liv has a comment. I know as a teacher of 22 years going online and having to clean my classroom, it was super hard. I'm not a hoarder.
Yeah.
And then Pete, thank you for the real life example, specific advice, bringing it up into categories. That was for Gillian. Love the advice. Sorry, I didn't show it on time, Pete. But we'll tell Gillian. Liz has a proposal. I will help you write one in Spanish.
You're on.
You can count on me if you want me to go over your French version too. Spanish. I understand it's challenging. Awesome news. The fact that you're going to translate the book. That's great. It will make a great gift for our son's French teacher to read to her class. So you have to hurry up now.
Okay.
Oh, you have an interesting question from Carol. Do you teach French using the comprehensible input approach, CI? I'm not sure it's popular in Canada, but it seems so in line with what you are saying about mindfulness. I don't know about this approach. Do you?
I'm not familiar with that. And that's interesting because I've done a lot of extensive research with language communication and how it ties into mindfulness. I'm going to have to look into that. Thank you for sharing that information with me. I'm fascinated. What I do tend to use is I incorporate the mindfulness pieces that I've had accumulated over 20 years. And because I also train yoga teachers and mindfulness experts. So I'm a trainer of the trainers. So that's the other element that I do. So I've got that component. So I use those modalities of emotional intelligence and so forth, and I incorporate them into my education for children and adults and the trainers. But what I focus on with language too is the AIM, accelerated integrative method approach. So that one is very hands-on, kinesthetic. So it's a little different. It doesn't focus necessarily on mindfulness, but I do add my element of mindfulness in that particular strategy, which a lot of teachers, I believe, might be familiar with that are here today, actually, with the French teachers. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's your own strategy. All in all, you made it your own.
Combine it with the AIM. The AIM is its own thing that teachers might use. Yeah.
That is really interesting. So Lisbeth says, what was the inspiration for writing this amazing book? Yes. Where did you start? Why did you start it? How did you start it?
Well, it's the kids. It's the kids and the need. I was a child. We had a wonderful childhood, and I went through my challenges. Mom and dad had their ups and downs in terms of jobs and stuff. At one point, my dad lost his job, and it was, you know, our whole life was changed. And as a child, I experienced that stress and that overwhelm. And I didn't necessarily know how to use those words to describe what I was going through. And as I, you know, that was my driving force to learn about how to be mindful, and along with other poignant points in my life, but that was a really big part of it. And it led me to learn more and more so that I could give back to children that I teach, that I help, and give back to my community and families so that their children have the tools to help them bounce back faster, so that they are more resilient and they have hope to get through these challenging times. We all go through stress. We just need to know that we just need to have the tools to implement and so that we can bounce back faster, right? Yeah.
That's lovely. And about faster, you have another question, which is, did you have any challenges in writing your book?
Oh,
That's a great question too.
That's a wonderful question. Yes, there was. I mean, my book is poetry, so there's a lot of rhythmical, and it's actually designed specifically that way because part of mindfulness, there's different things you can do, but there's a lot of when you use music triggers parts of the brain that help trigger mindfulness. You go in the zone, right? They call it the zone. Yes. Or the Zen moment. There's different terms for it. And so by reading poetry, you actually engage parts of the brain that help you go into that state of mindfulness, oddly enough. So the book has that rhythm to it. And so it took me a long time to make sure that I got that just right and incorporate also lessons in there that are mindful moments. So there's a whole strategy that wasn't just writing a story. There was actually a huge art process to a story with the science behind it. So it took a while. Yeah. Yes.
Time, you know, when you're writing, it always takes time. And especially when you want, it actually, people say, you know, writing for children is easy and fast. No, not at all, because every word must be thought, and especially if you're doing poetry. So that's really interesting to know. And thank you, Jennifer. And Gillian, now he's on Facebook. And she says, congratulations, so proud of all you've accomplished, bravo. And she's on Facebook with her cat.
Another cat lover, I love it. Animals, so important.
Yes, apparently Pete placed his order, but the hard copies were available 5 minutes ago, but now they appear not to be. You're already sold out.
That is odd.
Cool. Yes.
That is cool.
Yeah, that is cool. But don't worry, if she's sold out, you know, on Amazon, they keep refreshing the page, and they will come up with more. They don't want to lose sales.
And the other thing is too that this kind of children's book is ideal for Christmas. So if you're looking for a gift for your child and you want it to be practical and meaningful, there are coloring pages in the book as well. So if you end up getting a soft cover or hardcover, a wonderful, wonderful gift, because it's an activity. There's activities in there too. So there's coloring, which is mindful. So again, a wonderful gift to give to your child during Christmas time.
And now it's not the time to buy it before, you know, they have the rush with the post office and to send the book. Now it's really perfect. So they should think about that. And remember, of course, the 20% donation to Magic Pieces in Canada. Let's us not forget that. That's important. One last comment before we go into the prize. So you have my order placed as well. Great Christmas gifts. You see, you were on the same page. At the same time you were saying it, you were it. Yes, that's a great question from Tony. Can you tell me about the characters in your book? So actually, we can say something. One of the characters is just behind you.
Just behind me.
Yeah. So can you introduce the characters of your book to the audience, please?
So connect I don't know if you can see that, but there's lots of glare. But Gwendoline is our little.
That's really cool to see. You see, they can see the depth. If you could show a few pages, Natalie, I think, asked to see a few pages. Don't worry about the gloss, okay? That's not a problem. Okay, our audience is great and fantastic.
Oopsies. So just to give you an example, I don't see how if that's okay on screen or not, but that's a page where there's some of the activity activity done in poetry. And then you got a Gwendoline mindful moment. I'm trying to see. This is creative for me.
We can see the hand. And we have to go up and around the fingers.
Yes. So there's a very easy breathing strategy that we can incorporate throughout our day. Kids love it. As soon as I've taught this to children, I've seen them start teaching their siblings, their friends. I see them at recess or during breaks, and they'll actually be taking these strategies with them and implementing them when they feel they need a little boost, when they're not feeling so good. It's that powerful. Super simple, fun activity. I've even joked and said you can use your toes for this breathing exercise, and some kids do it for fun. So there you go.
Especially during summer.
Yes, exactly. And parents can use that strategy with their children before bedtime, right? To have fun and settle their children in for bedtime. So again, just an example of what the inside of the book is all about. And Gwendoline, you can see her. She has hopefully you can see, she has wonderful friends here.
Yes.
If I go up a little bit.
The other way. Yes.
Yeah, there you go. And she's got wonderful friends that help her experience this wonderful magical journey and feel better throughout their day.
I think on the cover we see them, don't we?
Yes, we do see them on the cover. Okay, I'm trying to watch the
all
glare.
around her. Yes.
Yeah, so there you go. It gives you an idea of her friends, and they're meditating. They're sitting there and enjoying some breath and meditation.
Actually, I think in the book there's mainly Gwendoline, and then the others, they are not named, are they?
They don't have a name. It's left to the fact that they're just you're experiencing with. So they're going through a moment or an experience, and then we get to go through that experience and journey with them and explore how it might feel to be in the moment with those children when they're experiencing that. So again, part of mindfulness and part of empathy and compassion through the book and the story as well. Yeah.
So Natalie approves. She says definitely amazing activities to teach both mindfulness and English. So I'm sure she's going to place an order as well. I know my Natalie very well. And so I think now, people, it is time for the first prize. Are you ready for that? So what's the first prize going to be? Of course, you expect it. You want it. The first prize is going to be, Jennifer?
It's going to be a hardcover book, and it's going to be personally autographed by me. So hopefully, we'll get that out to somebody very special, and we're going to do a special kind of prize draw that you'll which is exciting.
So for the moment, I've already entered in the draw all the people who registered on your page. Is there anybody here watching us who hasn't registered on the page and who would like to be added to the draw? And then please write your name, say me in the comments, and then I will add you. If you already registered on the register page for the Booklaunch, then your name is already in the winning circuit. Yeah. Not so sure about the pronunciation. So I'm waiting for a few seconds to know about that. Oh, thanks, Tony, for adding the link, because here from StreamYard, I can't add it on Facebook. I can add it, and I will, on YouTube, but I can't. StreamYard prevents me from adding it on YouTube, on Facebook, because it's private page, private profile.
So Peter Cunningham has mentioned add him for the hard copy. I just noticed that on one of the last messages. I don't know if you see that. He might not be. I guess he might not be on the list that we had.
Pete.
Okay.
Yes. And Elizabeth too.
Okay. Yeah.
Pete and Elizabeth. So I'm adding people. Don't you worry. You are going to be drawn. Pete.
Exciting.
Yes. And I'm going to do this live, so you're going to see it's really a magical tool I'm using, which is really perfect for that kind of thing. I'm just adding the W in case there's another Elizabeth, so we are sure which is picked. Okay, exciting moment. Are you excited, people? Let me add the banner. You're welcome, Pete. He says thank you. So register your name in the chat below only if you haven't registered on the registration page. And I'm going to show that to you in a moment, in a few seconds.
Whoever wins will need to have their address. Yeah.
So what we're going to do, we're going to go on this page. Let me show you. I'm going to share my screen.
Liz says drum roll. Okay, drum roll.
Yes. So as you can see, we are on the Decode page. Decode is the place where you can have a random selection. That's called random selection here. Can you see?
Yep.
Yep. So here I've entered the name of the, I think it was 58 persons you gave me prior to the event.
Yeah, there might be some more people since then.
Oh, I don't have them.
Yeah, we might have to hang on.
But if they're not logged in,
so if you
in the chat, that's no problem. Only the people who are in the chat can win.
Okay, that's a good point.
They didn't shout, so that's fine. So that's all the names here, people, and I'm going to click on the random selection here, random select here, and one of you is going to be picked and appear on the left side. All right? Are you ready? Okay, I'm clicking now. That's special effect. And the happy winner is Jen. Do we have a Jen here? Do we have a Jen connected? Oh, I didn't add Tash. Tash, you've just added your name. And maybe we are going to draw again, because if Jen isn't speaking in the
chat,
in the chat, then we can do the draw again. Okay, let me stop the screen for the moment. I've added Tash in case. There's no Jen connected. Because, you know, it always takes like 10 seconds from the studio to go to Facebook and YouTube. There's a delay.
Oh,
okay. And then the time they type their name, or yes, I'm here, or no, I'm not. So I think we're going to draw again, right?
Looks like it. Jen, if you're there, please chat. We'd love to give you a prize if you're there. If you don't write in the chat, we don't know. Jim sounds like Jen. Jim Ewing says he's wondering if he's the one that won.
He is lucky, Jim. He's clever, I mean.
It does actually. It does sound very close.
Still, you know, you have one letter out of 3. That's not much. Okay, I'm going to do it all again. So I'm going to click on random select, and here you are going to have another name. Are you ready? Drum roll again. Fatima. Is Fatima with us tonight?
Hey.
Oh, Liz is having much fun with Jim. She says, oh, nice prize, Jim.
Oh, we got some.
I haven't seen a Fatima in the comments, I'm afraid. We'll have to do again, maybe. Come on, people. I suggest we do it again. And if Fatima shows up, she'll have one, okay?
Okay.
I'm going to go again so that we don't wait for somebody to appear. Okay, let's click random select again. 1, 2, 3, poof. Wendy. Is it Wendy with us?
Wendy.
No pressure. Again. I haven't read anything from a Wendy, so I suggest we go on.
Okay.
You're the boss. A Catherine. Haven't read anything from a Catherine. You were too many people registering.
Yeah, maybe. And it could be that the people are popping in and out too, and they might just miss this period of time.
What I can do is I can keep only the names of those people who talk to us, right?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
I agree. To be fair.
Okay.
Yeah.
So can you just give me the names and I'm typing them?
Okay. So we have Tony,
From
Pete.
Tony.
We have Pete. We have Liz. We have Jim. That sounds like Jen. Jim. We have Elizabeth.
Yeah.
Natalie S.
Yes.
We have, there's a number 920965. Okay. Gillian herself. Okay.
Yeah.
We have Carol.
Carol.
Tanya.
How do you spell that?
Tanya,
Tanya.
Tanya.
Perfect.
And then we have Tammy. Sandy.
Yeah.
We have Bemmygail is watching.
Yes. Doesn't he have
I think they Miranda. We have Miranda.
Yeah.
Tammy. If I didn't get her, I'm not sure if I
Tammy,
mentioned
yes,
her.
I've wrote already. I've written her name already.
Janie. Janie. Hi, Janie.
I'm not so sure about the spelling.
And then, or Jane. You can also say Jane or Janie. Yeah.
Okay.
Natalie Sanchez. Natalie S.
Yes. I've already written her name.
Tejinder. Teinder. Of course, we have Claire. Carol. I don't know if we got her.
Yeah, I got her.
We have Evanessa.
Jack Teshwa? Or is that?
Oh, yeah,
that's a Mary who's just commented.
So okay, I'm going up the ladder, so I'm a little up there. Evanessa, Ivenesa.
Nasa, yeah.
And I think that is all we have right now. I think all the other, we have Sweet Pete, sorry.
I think I've already put her name.
The same. Okay.
Name.
And then Tammy.
Pete from the beginning, right?
Yes. I think you have all the other ones from the beginning. Those are the ones that were most recent.
So people, I'm going to tell your names. If I have forgotten you, please shout in the comment, okay? So I have a Tony, Pete, Liz, Jim, Elizabeth, Natalie S, 90965, Gillian, Carol, Tanya, Tammy, Sandy, Bemmygail, Miranda, Jane, Tejanda, Claire, Mary, Ivanessa. Did I miss someone?
I think we're good.
Yeah, Elizabeth, I've said your name, I'm sure. So they really want to be in, okay? And now we're sure we're going to pick a winner. And Tash. I forgot Tash. Okay, ready, people?
Woohoo!
Here are your names. Random select. Drum roll. That's it. Claire! That's
Claire!
our friend. There's no coincidence in this life. Claire, welcome and congratulations, Claire. I say welcome because I see some guests popping in the studio. So, Claire, congratulations. You know how to keep in touch with first so that you get your prize. And that's really cool. Don't worry if you haven't won this prize, because you can get an even bigger one in a few moments. Okay, so stay tuned because you can get another one. Jennifer's thought of everything. So yes, congrats. You have many clap. Yeah, congrats and clap. Okay, so they are all good sports. So now it's time. My God, can you imagine? Can you believe that already 1 hour has been gone? That's amazing. Now it's time to talk about your great project, which is not just the book launch, it's also a summit launch.
Yes.
What is it about? Can you tell us?
So for people that registered for the book launch, our whole theme is about helping families, helping children be more resilient and happy. And what I've done through the book launch is people that have registered for the book launch will be getting a bonus summit, which is called the Stress Support Summit. And it will be taking place from November 23rd all the way to November 29th. So that's next week. And it's designed in such a way so that it's stress-free and convenient for families, because that's the whole theme. And as you can see, thank you for posting that up. It gives people an idea of what it looks like. It's great. And yeah, it's an opportunity for all our guests to be able to meet some amazing speakers who are going to help them with tips and tricks to help their children and their whole family feel better during our challenging times. So we're going to show them how to do this in a fun, tangible, practical way that's not hard to do. Some great ways to be able to feel better and in community. So it's very exciting. We have about 15 to 16 guests that will be there, and they're all experts in their own right for all various disciplines, and you'll be amazed at how you can be mindful and healthier with all these wonderful tips and tricks throughout your day without even feeling that it's too hard to do. It's going to be really fun. It's going to be great.
But Jennifer, how much is that going to cost?
So the summit is absolutely free for people who registered for the book launch. It's my gift to you. Again, it's all about community. It's all about helping our children and our families feel better. So it's a wonderful, wonderful summit, and it's valued at about $497 US, and you're getting it for absolutely free. And these wonderful guests are coming in to give you expert advice that would normally be very, very, it would be valued at $497. So, and there's extra freebies in there too. So my goodness, it's a gift that keeps on giving.
Yes, exactly. And I'm sure you're all going to be very excited to share into this project. So I just forgot something. I forgot to add the link in the comments. But again, I can only post on YouTube. That's a limitation from the studio, which cannot post on Facebook. So
I can leave a link underneath the YouTube channel for everyone to link on. Would that help? So I can make sure I do that at the end of our session. And so people, if for some reason they've missed it, they can click on that link and have access to the summit. Okay,
especially on both, because actually they already have it on YouTube. I've just posted it, but that's on Facebook, which they didn't get. So that would be perfect if you could post it for them. And talking about this summit, you had the chance to have some of the guests from the summit who wanted absolutely to congratulate you on your book launch, to be here and share the excitement with you. And the first one we are going to welcome, I just love his title. He's the Parent Whisperer. Please welcome Dr. Ali. Hello.
Hi, Jennifer. Congratulations. You did it. I'm so proud of you. Good job.
That's great.
Thank you.
And already sold out in some hard copies, I've heard.
Wonderful, wonderful. I mean, I knew it. The message is great. I'm just so happy, and it's so right as far as the time is concerned. This is like the best time for kids to be exposed to things like this, because normally we get exposed to so many other things. So I'm so happy that you decided to step forward and lead the way in such a big way.
That's really kind of you. So how do you two know each other, and how did you come to appear on the summit, and to what's the same theme you share?
That's a good question. Well, Jen, from what I remember, I was actually coaching at an event, and long and behold, she steps into the coaching zone, and she happens to be the client that I'm supposed to talk to. Mm-hmm. And the more she talked about it, I couldn't focus on what I was talking about with the coaching. I was like, you know what? I love your message. I love how you show up in the world. We need to collaborate. We need to talk about how we can join forces, and the rest is history, basically. I've been very fortunate to know Jennifer since.
I feel very blessed to know Dr. Al. He's extraordinary, and to collaborate with him, it's just what an honor.
And you have admirers in the audience too. So happy to see Dr. Al.
Hi, Sandy. Good to see you.
Yeah. And
Thank
so,
you.
what is your main topic? What are you going to talk to us about during the summit?
Sure. Well, I'm a clinical neuroscientist, so naturally I'm a little bit biased towards the brain. And of course, a big part of what we're going through these days is making sure that if we're going to ask anything of our bodies, is to make sure that our bodies are supported enough. And if we have decided that we are going to go ahead and show up in a big way in our lives, that we are actually we're going to take care of our bodies and make sure that it's there. And whether you are parenting or whether you are a child, even, it's very important to live this message, live this story that if you want to show up as a full person that you are, then you want to be able to control your life and you want to be able to control your body because that is at the center of it, right? And then the organ that controls the function of everything else in your body is your brain. So what I'm going to talk about is to how to go ahead and nest amazing kids. That's basically the topic of it, the title of it. How to raise happy and healthy children that lead full lives. And the important part, while you get to enjoy the process as parents. Because I know I grew up as a child that had ADHD. This is before there was a diagnosis of ADHD. And of course, I was not an easy child. So I always felt guilty that my parents might not have enjoyed parenting me as much as parenting is a joy. But anyways, so I want to make sure that I share my message with the world and get the parents to be great role models for their kids, because ultimately, whether you realize it or not, you are the first superheroes to your children. And they look up to you in awe. They look at your powers of knowledge and capabilities, and from there they just go ahead and want to be like you when they grow up. So we want to make sure that we give them good examples, basically.
Yeah, it's really lovely. And when will you be talking?
I will be talking actually tomorrow night. No, not tomorrow night. Monday night. I'm losing my time zones because I talk to people in 17 different time
Where are you
zones.
talking to us from? Where are you talking to us from?
So right now I'm in Fort Lauderdale, and so I am at the same time zone as you guys. So
No, not me. I'm in France.
Yeah, she's
there you go. Welcome
Okay.
to the new world. And so my talk is on Monday night, my time, from 7 to 8 p.m. basically. So I'm very excited to be there. I am excited for Jennifer to hosting this and being the person that's making this happen. And I'm very excited for the audience as well, because they're in for a treat. I know some of the speakers there, they're going to be amazing. And there's a ton of information that can benefit everybody.
Thank you. Do you have something else to add, Jennifer or Dr. Ali Lankrani? What do you want to say to close that great interview? Thank you so much.
I'm just so delighted that Dr. Al was able to make it and share his expertise today and on Monday. So I just want to say thank you so much. I really, really honor what your expertise have to share, and I honor you for being such an extraordinary human being, making a positive change in this world. So thank you, Dr. Al.
My pleasure. My pleasure. Anytime, Jennifer. I am happy about your book. I'm happy about the summit, and anything that I can do to support you, I'll be glad to be there.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Goodbye. And have a great summit on Monday.
Thank you. Bye.
That was lovely. He's a great man. I don't know him. I want to. So now our next guest is a financial expert extraordinaire. Oh, somebody that's really, really needed these days. But she couldn't be in the studio. That didn't prevent her from helping you and being here with you for your big day. Sent us a video, and I'm going to show it to you now. First, before I show the video, is there any comment what time will the summit start each day?
It's going to be consistent, so really easy to remember. Again, to help you have minimal stress in your life. It's from 7 to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every day, Monday through Sunday. So that way, it will be listed on the summit page also to help remind you for a visual as well that you'll
Yes.
have access.
If you register on the page, Tanya, then you get the time, and I'm sure you can get a reminder of the time in your time zone. So it's easier as well, and it's every day the same time. And so Sandy wants to thank Dr. Hell. She is really, I think, a fan of Dr. Hell. Who isn't?
Who
Everybody.
isn't? He's amazing.
So now we're going to listen to Queen Vo, financial expert extraordinaire, who wanted to share her feelings about today. Let me be sure I have her on. That should be, yes, this one. Is that a proper interview? Yes, it is. Let's listen to her. Yes, I couldn't access to the play button. Oh, do you hear the sound?
Nope, no sound yet.
Yeah, no sound for me either. So, no, that we tried during rehearsal and I fixed it. So I wanted to try it, but it didn't work again. So now I'm trying again from internet, which I don't like, but still it's better than nothing. So now you have it. Is that it?
That works. Hi, everybody. We're so excited that you're here. We're so excited that we have a special guest today to be able to share this wonderful news with you and to be able to celebrate our it's echoey. Booklaunch for Breathe Like Gwendoline and the Magic Dungeon Dragon. So, without ado, I'd like to welcome Queen Vo. Hello.
I'm so excited for you, Jennifer. Congratulations for having your book launch. And I'm sure it will be a best-selling book and you will become a best-selling author. No doubt about that.
Can you please share with us what you're going to be sharing with us during our summit next week?
Absolutely. So freedom always has been my top core value. And unfortunately, I have to admit this, but it's even higher than my family. But you know what? Freedom is my top core value. And I do everything in terms of work, in terms of play, or the fact that I want to support my family in my own freedom way. So that's why financial freedom was the first level of freedom that I wanted to achieve. And unfortunately, when I got hit with 2008, I was completely free before 2008 with the market crash and real estate. I became worse than bankrupt because I borrowed loans from families and friends to build multi-million-dollar homes. I was going all in. And so I got whipped big time when it came to 2008. And the biggest lesson I learned was I did not protect my assets. So there were 6 steps to building health. To building wealth, which is money mindset, money management, tax minimization, asset protection, multiple streams of income, and leverage. I went straight for leverage and forgot the level 4, which is asset protection. So I lost it all. So, and guess what? This cycle happens every 7 to 9 years. And right now, this is hit by something called COVID, and the markets, we lost like 30-40% in our portfolio. It takes us 9 years to gain back whatever we lost. So therefore, this cycle is so, it happens all the time, and yet people do not protect themselves from it. So my course, Money Mastery Formula, I designed this course to help people like me, like you, to protect ourselves from market crashes and to help us build passive income and create multiple streams of income and leverage so that we can actually enjoy the freedom lifestyle that we truly, truly deserve. So that's what my talk is going to be about.
I'm so excited that we're going to be able to help serve our communities and help give them strategies so that they can have less stress in their lives through financial support through this wonderful, wonderful program that you have to offer. And just so everyone knows, Queen Vo is a financial extraordinaire. She is an expert that will help guide us through the most amazing, extraordinary ways. Do you want to add anything else before we end our little talk for today?
I don't think I can talk the word financial extraordinaire. I mean, I think that's the first time I hear someone describe me that way. I am the financial extraordinaire. Oh my God, that sounds pretty fun. I can't wait to serve the audience and share what I've learned and make a difference in your financial life.
Thank you so much for spending this time today. I know that you won't be able to be there at the live book launch, so this is an opportunity for us to be live today and share that with everyone. So thank you so much for doing this, and look forward to seeing you at the summit. Oh, by the way, Quinn will be doing her presentation on Tuesday, November 24th from 7 to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So just so everybody knows that.
Lovely. That was cool. Oh my, I want to go to the summit too. It sounds so interesting. You know, we are going to learn so many things. So I hope many of you liked her intervention. Can you please comment on that so that we know that you're still here, that you're still interested? And I can see there's a parfait from Tanya. And I can't wait to hear more from Quinvo, from Sandy. That's lovely to see and to hear, to know that you're here and that you're with us, as enthusiastic as Jennifer and I are with this great summit and project. In the meantime, while you are still typing your comments, I can tell you that our next guest has been patiently waiting in the studio to enter the stage as well. And I am especially impatient to show her to you. She's an Olympian and transitional coach. She's Yelena Muratova. Welcome, Yelena.
Hi everybody. Hi Jennifer and Natalie. It's so lovely to be here with you today.
Yes. We had a great rehearsal. We enjoyed talking to each other a lot, and I'm sure our audience is going to love you. So can you tell us how you two connected, how you got to know Jennifer and attend her summit, be present as an expert at her summit?
Yeah, as far as I remember, we just met at a networking event, which was held online. It's a perfect opportunity to meet with people all around the world and around the Canada as well. So, and then we just had a follow-up call and we clicked. I really loved the message which Jennifer shared with me, and I loved everything she does for kids, for family, for planet. So yeah, I just wanted to support her in everything she does.
That's lovely. So what is your main topic? So I hear you are an Olympian coach. In which kind of practice?
Yeah, actually my topic will be about resilience. So the title is Become Resilient with an Olympian. And I think that resilience is something that is not just given to some people and other people live without any resilience skills. I strongly believe that everybody can learn how to become more resilient and improve their resilience skills. Me personally, I went through many challenging and sometimes traumatic experiences in my past, such as bullying and like hair loss and 2 knee surgeries before Olympic Games. It was very stressful. And sometimes, to be honest, I wanted to give up on myself, on my dreams. But something kept me going. Something helped me to stand. And later, I realized that it was 4 factors that helped me to become more resilient: creativity, self-care, emotional intelligence, and supportive environment. So I just want to share with you all during the summit how to become more resilient, just assist you in that journey, in improving your resilience skills, and teach you some helpful methods and tools. So, but today I actually want to share one tip. Yeah, that I think it's just amazing. So you can start working on your resilience over this weekend. And it's simple exercise to do. It's actually self-care includes assertiveness and mindfulness, but also regular nourishing activities. And over this weekend, you can do this simple exercise about nourishing activities. So basically, what you need just piece of paper, pen, or your laptop or whatever, where you can write down something and write down 33 nourishing activities or things that give you satisfaction, pleasure, relaxation in your life. So 33. And I think my advice here, just try to avoid unhealthy habits to put there. And this
What?
exercise really
I shouldn't write eat chocolate on my list.
Oh, eat chocolates is okay.
It's not chocolate.
I don't consider it unhealthy habit. Yeah, but this exercise is amazing. It just helps you to become more self-aware and more mindful. And then come back on Wednesday, November. It's already November. I'm still living in September. November 25th at 7 p.m. Eastern time. And I will share with you the second part of this exercise, and I will be excited to share much more about resilience.
Lovely. That's really, really kind. We see your enthusiasm and we know that you are walking the talk, you know, like they say, you are going to tell us how to do it because you've done it. So that's really interesting. And we have a wonderful comment from Sandy who said, love all these wonderful speakers coming together to support Jennifer's mission. That's really lovely, this chain you built, Jennifer. And congratulations to you all. Is there something else one of you would like to add before we let Yelena go?
Yeah, I just want to say thank you again for having me here today and for giving this opportunity to be with everybody on Wednesday.
I want to say thank you to Elena for being here and for sharing the mission, because Elena is such an inspiration. She teaches in such a beautiful way, and I speak from experience too, being a student of hers at one point, and she's taught me some wonderful skills to add on to my learning journey too. So I greatly honor her for who she is and the beautiful light that she is in this world. So thank you.
You had really nice comments and supporting you, and we are looking forward to listening to you on Wednesday.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Look forward to seeing you soon.
She's still in the studio. She can still hear you.
Good. I can't wait to see you soon.
So we have how many? We have one more guest registered. Time is passing by really quickly in your company, in the company of your guests, in the company of the audience. And we have one more guest, but again, she's not in the studio. Yet she took the time to register a very nice and warm-hearted video for you. Her name is, let me welcome her, even though she's not in the studio. Her name is Jackie Simmons, and she's a stress management expert. Of course, it all makes sense. All your guests are linked to what you want to do, what your mission is, what your book is about, and it's stress management is helping us living this life, making it as happy as is possible through breathing and relaxation and everything. So Jackie really fits in this guest list, I think. Are you ready to see her video, people? Yeah. So I can see you then, Yelena. I think Elizabeth is a huge fan. Yelena, I think you're still here in the studio. She kept posting very nice comments about your coaching. And now it's time to welcome, even though she's not live, to welcome Jackie. Where is she? Here. Okay.
Some moments are just worth remembering. Jennifer, this is one of them.
Oh. What's happening? It's just a connection again.
Suspense. The suspense.
Yes. It's just one of them. Okay, let me see if I can reload it. Let's try.
Some moments are just worth remembering. Jennifer, this is one of them. Congratulations on your book launch. As an author myself, I understand what goes into having a successful book launch, and your topic is so incredibly important. So thank you for being willing to write the book. Thank you for being willing to go through the process of launching it. And congratulations on doing all of that. So for anyone seeing this, I'm Jackie Simmons. I'm an author, a TEDx speaker, a brain retrainer, a resilience master. My topic is mental and emotional resilience. Back in the day, we called it stress management. So I was a stress management consultant before the whole coaching industry came into being. I am not a coach. I am not going to pull answers from inside you. I'm going to give you some frameworks, some tips, some tricks that will help you come out of overwhelm. Like that. Yeah, not just one snap, but multiple snaps. Just do it. Why? Because what we name the thing becomes. The meanings we assign to what's happening around us are what matters. So the meaning, the naming, and deciding who you share different aspects of your life with. Between the meanings we assign, what we name the things, and who we share things with. Those are the three keys to coming out of overwhelm, to dialing down the whole stress mess that we are living in, because all of us are having one common human experience for the first time. Barring the biblical story of the flood, this is the first time we are having one common global human experience. And while we are not all in the same boat, we are all in the same storm. And the three keys for weathering this storm with resilience and mastery and happiness are what we're going to be discussing on the summit, which thank you, Jennifer, for giving me the opportunity to share this information. So on Friday, the 27th of November at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, I'm going to share those three keys regarding naming, meaning. Oh, do you remember what I said a minute ago? It's okay if you don't. Join us on the summit. We are going to get it done. So Jennifer, thank you again. And oh my God, congratulations. What you're doing is amazing. And I just want to honor that and recognize it. And again, express my gratitude for your willingness to invite me to be on your summit. Thank you.
That is so lovely. You have so amazing friends and guests, and that you must be welcome to receive that kind of comments. And I really loved what she said about us not being on the same boat, but being on the same storm all over the world. So that's the occasion to tell you all people who are watching how much we love you, and we hope you're going to be fine and healthy and happy right now. So do you want to comment on Jackie's video? I think Elizabeth, who was a huge fan of Yelena, is also a huge fan of Jackie. Love that, Jackie.
Yes. We have some extraordinary people who are going to be at the summit, and I'm so blessed that they came today to share a little bit about themselves and what they have to offer our community, our local and global community. And hopefully you can see the power when we unite and what we can accomplish and how we can heal. We can heal our world, right? We're not alone. We just need to reach out and support each other. And what a gift when we do that. And I just honor everyone that's here today. And I thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to share my gift and the gifts of these wonderful speakers so that we can help our children and our families and our communities. So yeah, I'm incredibly grateful.
Really, really, really sweet. I'm so glad we're all here having some really fun, some good fun, some interesting information. We know now we can't wait for the summit next week. I hope many of you will have registered by now. And if not, remember, we're going to put a link in the description or in the comments for you to make it easier for you. And many of you who registered to the Booklaunch, maybe you can send them an email as well with the registration link. Oh my God. Okay, so now people, I have a question to you. Are you still here? And would you like Jennifer to read the next fact from her book? That would be interesting, right? So we wanted to make it, if you were interested, we wanted to make it interactive. So can you please enter a book page in the comment? How many pages does the book have so that they don't enter?
Yeah, it's got 36 pages. And again, there's different activities throughout the book and mindfulness moments. Gwendoline's mindfulness moments to be able to explore different activities to help us feel better throughout our day. If I go back to that page that we were going, that's a good one to do. If you want to go through that, sure. Because on 2 pages, you're actually experiencing a lot of activities all on just 2 pages. So there's a lot of golden nuggets in there, a lot of great information. So I can do that. Would that help?
Yes, we talked about them adding a number, but nobody's already commented in the chat. So we're going to wait, and if nobody gives a page, then read this one. Yes.
Okay.
So apparently Michael is all about it. Yes, please read. Michael just joined us. He wasn't there.
Yeah, that's right. Hi, Michael.
I'm really happy to see new names popping up. It's popping in. But it always takes some time between us talking and then getting the message. So yes, Elizabeth, please. Because we've talked a lot about this book, but we haven't heard you talking or reading an extract, and that's always lovely. Oh, yes, we have a page. Is it possible to read page 11?
All right,
I have page 11. I love the surprise and the suspense.
So just to let you know, children's books don't have numbers, so I have to literally go through the pages and count up to 11. Just give me a moment, please. There you go. It actually falls on the same page. Well, no, not the same page, but a similar page. The one that we talked about earlier with the bumblebee. That's the one it falls on. Okay.
So maybe you can read the page on the left, because we haven't talked about it. That's about rhyme poetry, right?
It is. Okay, sure. I'll start with that. All right, here I go. I'm a magical, gentle dragon, and I have many skills. The best one I use is my powerful healing breath to help me feel better, and it's such a thrill. These are my friends, Ilara Blue, Bellamy, Max, and Misty True. We are going to have so much fun learning how to breathe together with you. So that's one page.
Can you show the drawings again? Can we see?
The page that I just read is Gwendoline once again in the garden with her friends. And they are sitting quietly. Her eyes are open here, so they're not meditating, but they're still sitting in the garden and enjoying the moment.
Yeah. And I see one is in a wheelchair. You want really to address everyone and not to left aside some of them. You want to include all of them, and that's special attention given to those in a wheelchair. I like that.
Absolutely. Inclusivity is a really big, important factor. We all are equal and we all need to be honored, and we all have our special gifts to share. So absolutely. Doesn't matter what we look like, where we're from, we're one big family. So absolutely, we're here to help each other.
So people, did you like that? Can you comment on that? Can you give us some more cheers before we get into the second and best prize ever? I'm going to show second prize coming soon. We're having so much fun, right? I would feel too. When we devised this day, when we decided on the schedule, and when we put the prize, and just before that, and it's really. I hope you're having as much fun as you hoped, because that's your big day today. So love it, XOXO. Love it. Uh-huh. So we are a bit less than we used to be. I think, people 2 hours maybe they are busy popping in, popping out, but now they should come because they are going to see second prize written in big.
I hope they don't miss this one. This one's a pretty big one. Yeah.
Oh, Tichanda, he has the book, or she has the book right now. It is so pretty. That's lovely. I feel like a kid again. Yes, we all do. That's the magic of that. Yeah, don't worry. I corrected.
It's a good point. Mindfulness is about remembering the inner child, right? It's about remembering the joy inside us, because life can throw things at us, but if we remember that we can be creative and we can be resilient, that takes us through everything with a much brighter spirit and a happier life. Yeah.
That's lovely. So let's announce the second prize then, should we?
Sure.
What is the second prize about?
Okay, so it's called even though it's called the family package, it's actually, families come in different ways and different forms. A family can be one person, it can be two people, it can be a bunch of people, it doesn't matter. A family is somebody in community doing amazing things, and so this is called the Family's Stress Relief Package, and it has a little bit of different things inside it. And if somebody were to win it, they would receive some coaching from me. So I actually have some mindfulness coaching there. So they get one session of that. And then there's also a part where they get a 5-day, it's actually called a Stress Buster Challenge, but it's a 5-day little tips and tricks that they get, one per day, that helps them basically go from wherever they are and improve in a week, in 5 days, improve their overall stress levels by just implementing really simple strategies. So they get that. And then there's also, we were talking about that special coloring book that Bemmy and I were talking about earlier. So there'll be actually, it's not the full coloring book, but it's a sample of it in there for children, so that they can have mindfulness coloring activities to be able to use throughout their day.
I love coloring too.
Yay! Well, that's a good point. Parents can actually use it. Adults can too. Absolutely. It's really cool.
Great. So thank you so much for this package. And if I understood correctly, there's a one session with you.
Yes.
Included in the package, which is really great value. So I hope everybody's going to be interested. So again, I'm going to put your name in the comments, but I'm going to put your names starting now. So I'm adding, the first name is Tijinda, and then Liz. So for the moment, I have 2 people entering the prize. Let me do that as I'm talking.
Do you want me to call out names, or what would you like?
Or I can do both. That's okay. Because when I have to go back from the beginning, that was too much. But now I can. We have a Michael. What a great opportunity. Pick me, picky. Wink, wink. Sandy too, I'm entering your name.
The coloring book actually is really good for teachers and parents to help their children throughout their day. So when we're doing a lot of online schooling at home, because a lot of parents are, and a lot of teachers are doing online, these are great resources. They can actually just zip right to their students because it's a download. And it's a great way to add mindfulness into their classrooms, online as well as in person. So just saying, it's great.
Really useful, really nice gift. Oh, I can see people want me to put on their names. So I love coloring. I put that one. Tanya. And I saw a comment, but it disappeared. So I'm going to find it again. Don't worry. I think it was Elizabeth. I said, add me. You comment. So, Tash? Tanya or Tash?
It's two people, I think. So, that's her last name.
Okay,
So,
fine.
Tanya,
Yeah,
Tanya.
you know them better than I do. So, Elizabeth, yes, I've entered your name, Elizabeth. Michael, I've already entered your name, I think. Let me check. Yes, I have. And Tash, I haven't. And of course, we have thought of everything. We wanted to make it a great day for Jennifer and for you. That was all about it. So I'm going to wait a few more minutes. So if you're interested, please type your name or type anything, any kind of comment. But I'm only registering the people who are commenting right now, because there are many of you who are logged in, but maybe you went, I don't know, to fetch the cat or to prepare the meal, and then we don't have the insurance that you are here to get the prize. So that's why I wanted you to register in the comments. I will do the drum roll, of course, again, because that's expected.
Of course, that's good.
It's spelled Jim.
There you go.
Yes, I know, Jim. This time, I think I'm not ready to forget you, because you tried, to enter the win as Jen. So now I know you're Jim. Okay. Let's give them a bit more time. We still have a few minutes to go, but not that many. Time has flown by.
Yeah. I would just like to remind everyone that if they are interested in the Kindle ebook, it's still available at that low price. I'm not sure how long it's scheduled for, because somebody preset it for me. So if you are thinking that it might be useful for a gift for a child in your life, great opportunity to download that, or purchase it through Amazon and download it when right around now. Yeah, so it would be good. Because I'm looking, like you said, the time is passing by. Yeah.
Yes, I'm going to to put again the link. Here it is. It's showing on the screen, and I'm adding it in the comments too, but only on YouTube. We can't do much against the limitations imposed by Facebook to protect us. Okay, so people, I'm going to share my screen so you can see again how I use Decode. It's all random. So let me see. We have Tijinda, Liz, Michael, Sandy, Tanya, Elizabeth, Tash, and Jim, who said they wanted to enter the draw. Oh, here you are. Are you ready? Drum roll. And go. Random select. It's Elizabeth. Congratulations.
Yay.
Black. I don't do anything, it's not magical, it's just luck, and it's the random selection from Decode. So congratulations, Elizabeth. You have won the prize, the big, huge prize. We're very happy for you.
I just have to make sure that she leaves me, I think we have her email, so we can contact her for her information for that.
Yes, or through private message also, she said, because I think Elizabeth is on Facebook. Let me check. Yes, she's on Facebook, so she can contact you through private message and leave her address and email address. Oh, Hilda, you arrived a second too late. Oh, here she is. Hilda says hello, but just after I launched the draw. But I'm sure you're glad to be with us. That's enough. Elizabeth says, "Oh my God." That's great. She's congratulated. You're all fair sports, everyone. Yes, of course you are excited. That's really great. I'm so happy for you.
You're gonna love the strategies. You're gonna be amazed at how fun they are to do. It's like, wow. Yeah.
So, my dear Jennifer, we have 10 minutes to go. And during these 10 minutes, hold on, what did we have planned? We wanted to talk again about the summit, to close talking about the summit. And maybe you wanted to talk about your local library, or is that something you want to keep as a surprise?
Well, the donation's actually going to go towards. We were talking about World Canada, the children. We're going to stick with that one. Yeah, the local library will be another initiative, but we'll focus that on the summit.
Okay, yeah. Perfect. Thank you. And so, what are your expectations? What are your dreams? What can we do to help make you achieve your dreams, especially about this book, of course, but in general? Tell us, speak from your heart. What are your biggest dreams?
My biggest dream is if this message could be brought into the hands of every child in the world. That would be my biggest dream, because the tools, the tips and tricks that are in there can empower a child in so many ways, help them become more resilient. As we mentioned earlier, it can lead to less violence, less crime, and make the world a better place by starting with the simple practice of mindfulness. And, we as a community have a power to be able to help each other in so many ways. And why not start with our breath? Why not start with simple practice of breathing and mindfulness, so that we can develop compassion and empathy, and that every child can be empowered with those tools, so that our world can be the world that it's meant to be for us all. So yeah, that would be my greatest wish, is that, and that if people could help support that mission in their own lives, with themselves and their families, locally and globally, then we're all on the right path to peace and to a better life for all. So yeah, that's definitely my vision and my passion to get there.
I really know you will get there. Actually, you've done what you could, and you gave so much for this book, for the people who are going to watch it, to read it. Thank you so much on behalf of them, on behalf of the community. And you have so many happiness. So Elizabeth says she feels blessed. Thanks for the prize, for the special prize. Hilda says, no worries, I'm working and watching. So she doesn't mind she wasn't entered into the draw. You get big heart from Vanessa. And I'm sure Liz must have put a nice image or a GIF, but we can't broadcast it. So you'll see that after the show. You will go and see the comments. And Sunday says, what a beautiful, beautiful dream. Yes, I love that. That's really, we just can all agree to that and wish it, because not just for the others, but for ourselves. We all want a better world, and you're doing what you can to make it better, and with a tool which is really available to anyone. I mean, it's free to breathe, but it needs, sometimes we need help to know how to breathe and properly. Maybe we have a few minutes left. Maybe can you now help us so we can end this moment with relaxation and everything, especially us who've been, constantly focused on the timing and can we do everything right? Can we breathe now a little bit with your help?
Sure. I'd love to. I'd be honored. A really good way to start is to settle into wherever you are. So if you're sitting on a chair, you would want to make sure your shoulders are rolled back and down, your chin is slightly tucked in. So you want to think of the back of your neck lengthening just a little bit, so you're comfortable in your head and your shoulders, and you're just letting your arms rest comfortably. Perhaps your hands are on your lap if you're sitting. And you want to be comfy. So if you're not comfy, find a comfy spot and get relaxed with that chin slightly tucked in and the shoulders back. And think of your spine long and tall, almost like a string lifting you up to the sky, an imaginary string. And you're just going to sit here and you're going to place one hand. You can't see me, but place your hand on your belly, where your belly button is. Once it's there, just kind of let it rest gently there. And then I just want you to take a few breaths like you normally would. Just kind of sit still and breathe. Breathing in and breathing out. Good. Just get a few breaths in there at your own pace. Start to become aware of your breath and how that feels inside your body. Notice how the air enters your nose and the back of your throat, how it goes right down into your lungs. And try to draw that breath down into your belly. And notice if your belly rises or expands ever so slightly as you breathe in. So it gets a little bigger. And as you exhale, your belly falls just a little bit. Like waves on the ocean, it goes up and down just a little as you inhale and exhale. And then as you continue to breathe, try to take longer, deeper breaths, allowing that belly to get a little bit bigger on the inhale and softening and falling on the exhale. That's it. Try a few long, deep breaths in and out, and just really focus on becoming aware of your breath, the sensations of breathing, the belly rising and falling as you breathe. And drawing that breath deep down into your belly button, feeling the belly move. That's it. One more breath. And then draw yourself back to center, becoming aware of how you're feeling. You should feel a sense of calm, a sense of well-being. And that's the simple practice. There's so many more, but that sensations that you're feeling right now is what we want to try and carry on throughout our day as much as we can to ensure that our health and our mental, physical, and spiritual health are all in balance, and we're optimizing our overall happiness and overall health for ourselves and for everyone around us. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Jennifer, for your presence, your generosity, your help. And I have one last request I'm going to give the audience is all of you who are here behind your screens, please type 1, 2, or 3 words maximum to sum up this wonderful moment we spent together for the 2 hours or 5 minutes if you've been here just for 5 minutes. What will you remember from that moment? What do you want to leave us with so that we know you are sharing this exciting moment with us? So it comes from the heart. It's instinctive, 1, 2, 3 words. How do you remember? How will you remember that moment? Leave us with that in the chat so we can conclude with that nice words. We hope it's going to be nice words who are going to pop. I can't participate because if I'm typing something, it will show as your name, so I can't participate. But I would say generosity. That would be my word. So I'm just showing your words so that we're going to go to the end through that wonderful chain of beautiful words. Thank you so much, people. You've been a great, great audience.
Thank you for coming and joining in on this wonderful journey. And we definitely look forward to seeing you at the summit. We'll be, for those that are registered, we'll be making sure we send that link to you again so that you can get an idea of the itinerary for the week. So make sure to look out for that email. And we'll have a link at the bottom of our YouTube channel. So make sure that you subscribe to the YouTube channel as well, because you'll see these experts talk a lot more in the future as well, because we're going to bring them on again for different themes and topics to further your education and help you along for your health and well-being. So pretty excited about that too.
So I'm leaving you with all these wonderful, nice words from your friends, community, people you manage to move, to inspire. So you have really great, great words, relaxed, enlightening, empowering, peaceful. Thank you. We have a small yoga drawings illustration. It was delightful. Thank you so much. We have a yoga. Thank you. Namaste. So it was really great. I'm going to wait for a few minutes until all of the people will have finished typing your words. I don't want to miss out on you. Good vibes. Looking forward to the summits. Oh, that's nice. And again, congratulations, Jennifer. You did. Oh, sorry, that's the other way around. I want to put you on, yes, on the stage. So I really wanted to congratulate you on this great book launch. You worked a lot, and I know you worked a lot behind the scene to make this happen, not just the book, but this event. And so congratulations and well done.
Thank you, Natalie, for helping me along this journey. You've done an extraordinary job. I so appreciate you.
We had a great time. Now we have friends now. Bye. Yes, thank you for the link on Facebook, Tony.
Good. So you got that
Good
link.
luck. Yes, you too, people. So it's time to go now.
And make sure to subscribe to this channel because, as I said, you'll have some great information to come in the future as well. If you enjoy these presenters, you'll be learning from them a lot more, and there'll be more to come. Yay.
Thank you, people. It's time to leave now. Good luck and congratulations.
Don't forget Kindle book. If you're still interested, it should still be good for a wee bit longer. If you're wanting to purchase that one, it's a good price. It's a really good price right now.
Wait. Thank you, people. Goodbye.
Thank you so much for coming. I so appreciate it.